of HappyFiles, a small little WordPress plugin that lets you organize your WordPress files into categories and folders. And I've already went ahead and activated HappyFiles, and I'm now in my media library. As you can see on the left hand side, HappyFiles added this category sidebar, and at the very top we've got this actions toolbar, so we can create, rename and delete categories from here. Underneath we can see all our assets like images, video files, audio files, PDFs. In my case, I've only uploaded images so far, so that's what you see on the right hand side. Underneath we got all the uncategorized files. In my case, I've got 16 out of 100 that do not have a media category right now. Underneath, I already went ahead and created a bunch of media categories such as architecture, animals, cabins, home, and you can also see they are updating instantly. So if you switch a lot between different categories, this is definitely going to save you some time. And down here I have this colors category, and as you can see with this little arrow indicator, this category actually has subcategories. I can toggle this one, and I've got some blue image files here, yellow in here, and I want to show you how you can create your own category. So what I'm gonna do now, I have those images here, those red images. I will create a new category. Let's just name it red. Press either create or enter. Now it's created this category, which is currently empty. So let's just go back to uncategorized, and you can either individually drag and drop them into this category, but this is going to take some time because I've got 7 images. So I'm just going to use the bulk select and select my images like this. Then hold down your mouse and drop them in here. You also see this counter. It tells you it's moving 7 files. I'm gonna release my mouse, and I've now got those images down here. You can see the counter updated. I have those 7 images here. This is no longer 16, it's 9 images now because those 7 are down here. And as we already started organizing our color categories via subfolders, I'm just gonna drag and drop this red folder in here, and that is basically how you can create and organize your categories. I can also rename this either using the toolbar up here, or you also have all the actions like create, rename and delete. If you hover over a category, right click, and then you can just rename it directly from here. Press enter, and now the category is renamed. We can also delete categories. Let's just say I want to delete, did a mistake here, or I no longer need this media category. Then I'm just going to select it, go up here, press delete, and you will see this confirmation pop up, and it's going to ask you if you really want to delete this category. Your files are not going to be deleted. The only thing that's going to be deleted in your database are those taxonomy terms that are created by HappyFiles. So I'm going to click OK. You see now this folder no longer exists, and my red images are uncategorized again. They are all in here. I can use them. They've not been modified at all. In general, some people already asked me this: when you work with HappyFiles, if it's going to change your images or your URLs. HappyFiles does not change any of those. Like I just said, the categorization is done via taxonomy terms. So this is database related, and nothing is changing on your file system. So that is basically the overview how you can create, rename and delete categories. Now what you can also do in here is, if you hover over this vertical line, you can see that it shows you this resizing icon. So if I'm going to hold down my mouse, you can now actually change the size of the sidebar. You can also click here to toggle it completely. It's going to be hidden. I'm going to expand it again. And the next point I would like to touch is how you can upload files directly into a category. So let's just go to this one, and all you need to do, now I selected this category. So if I'm going to upload a file now, after selecting a category, it's going to be uploaded into this category, or this category will be assigned to this file. So if I go to I'm going to grab a file here. Let's just grab this one. I'm going to drag it in here. And now it's uploading this file. And it's already uploaded. You can see it is now part of this media category. It's here under all categories, and it is in here. If you want to uncategorize it, all you need to do is just to navigate into your folder, grab this file, and just either move it here or in here. Now it's out of this category and it's uncategorized. This is how you can upload into a category. You can also do the same thing from here. So if I go to media, add new, all you need to do is just to select your category, upload your file, and then this file will be uploaded into the selected category. You can also use the HappyFiles functionality when editing your posts and pages. So let's just quickly have a look how you would do this in a post. So I already got an image here. Now if I go to my media library, you can see the category sidebar also shows up in here. Same functionality. You can rename this, you can delete folders, and you can drag and drop them. Let's have a look at editing pages. So I'm going to show you how this works with Elementor, but HappyFiles supports and works with Elementor, with Divi, with Beaver Builder, with Visual Composer, with Oxygen, and with Brizy. If you're using any other builder that it's currently not working with, please just shoot me an email, info@happyfiles.io, and I'm going to make sure it will work with your builder. So already got an image here. I'm going to select this, and if I'm going to open the media modal, you can see HappyFiles shows up in here, exactly the same look and feel and functionality that we also have when editing a post or a page using Gutenberg or using the classic editor. Okay. So I'm going to head back, and there is one last thing I want to show you, which is the HappyFiles settings. So if I go to settings, you will see this menu item here called HappyFiles, and by default, if you're not an administrator, like your user role is not an administrator, so let's say you're an editor, you cannot create, rename, delete, or rearrange categories. You can view all of them. I'm going to show you this. So this obviously is an admin. If I go to my other profile here, so this user is a editor, has a user role of editor, and you can see this message up here also. You can view but not edit media categories. So if I do a right click here on a category, you see it's not showing you the custom context menu to create, rename, or delete a category. You can also not drag and drop those. So I hold down my mouse here, it's not moving any categories. You can obviously like view all those images, but same thing again. If I want to drag this in here, I press down my mouse, nothing is happening. So all this user can do is view your categories, take advantage of the organization that you as the site admin has set up, but he cannot mess it up. If you want to enable the media editing for certain user roles, you can do so. Just head over to Settings, HappyFiles, and I'm gonna allow this user to edit media categories. So I'm gonna save my changes. Now the editor can edit media categories. So if I head back to this one, I'm gonna refresh my page. You can now see this user also is able to delete categories and to move files into categories or in between them. And that is basically it. This is how HappyFiles works. If you have any feature requests, please let me know. Shoot me an email, info@happyfiles.io, and yeah, happy editing.